We finally, after a long wait, got Gavial Altar banner featuring Gavial the Invincible or Gavial Altar and Pozëmka, whose name I'm probably horribly mispronouncing, as our 6 stars, and andCantabile as our 5 star. Before we get to the video itself, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to support my channel. It really means a lot to me. I would also like to point out that I only talk about the gameplay of these operators. You should always pull for operators you personally like and want instead of listening to me. I am not your dad. Waifus and husbandos are always more valuable than meta. This is an absolute must-pull banner. Gavial Altar is an absolute must-have powerhouse. You also have a low chance of getting Gen Altar from the banner, which even further increases its value. However, I wouldn't count on getting Gen Altar unless you're willing to do 300 pulls. Starting with Gavial Altar, an AoE card who gains increased attack and defense based on how many enemies she's blocking, and her second talent increases her healing received. She works extremely well as a lane holder, and the first talent has great synergy with her skills. Let's move on to her skills. Her first skill is fairly high uptime attack boost that also allows her to self-heal a percentage of the damage she deals. It synergizes with her second talent, but overall provides less than the other two skills. You should only really use it if you for some reason absolutely need the self-healing. Her second skill gives her a large attack and defense boost, expands her attack range, and makes her attack pull unblocked enemies towards her. The skill provides a massive stat boost on top of Gavial's already massive stats, allows her to pull enemies and attack them from extended range. The skill is amazing and provides more of everything Gavial wants. It has lower raw DPS than the third skill, but provides range and defense. You should use it in situations where you can utilize the extra range and the medium force pull. And finally, we have her third skill, that provides massive attack and attack speed boost and increases Gavial's block count by 2. It also converts 50% of the damage Gavial receives during the skill into damage over time that Gavial takes after the skill effect ends. It has extremely high raw DPS output, and the extra block has great synergy with her first talent. It also increases her survivability a lot. The third skill is insanely powerful and can be used to destroy groups of tougher enemies or even bosses. Both skill 2 and 3 are extremely powerful and can be used depending on situation. However, none of Gavial's skills have unlimited duration, so timing will always matter and you won't have the same comfort that Blaze's skill 2 provides. Let's have a quick summary. Gavial Altar is insanely high DPS and survivability AoE card. She can easily destroy groups of enemies and bosses. She gains bonus stats based on how many enemies she is blocking. Her second skill provides extra range and medium force pull. However, she isn't completely self-sufficient and will almost always need a supporting operator. Overall, Gavial the Invincible is must-have operator. She's insanely versatile and can be brought to any stage. She's an absolute monster lane holder and can destroy tough enemies and bosses. Moving on to Pozëmka, whose name I'm probably still horribly mispronouncing. She's a close-range sniper who can summon a typewriter that has the same skills as Pozëmka, and that's attacks reduce enemies' defense. It is a very powerful talent that allows Pozëmka to deal massive amounts of burst damage to a single target, or attack multiple targets at once. Her future module will allow her to deal extra damage to enemies directly ahead of her, ignore physical evasion, summon even stronger typewriters. Moving on to her skills. Her first skill is an attack buff that also gives her attacks a chance to deal even more extra damage. It has unlimited duration. The skill doesn't really synergize with Pozëmka's strength as burst damage dealer, but can be nice to use for AFKing longer stages. Her second skill is very low SP cost and can hold up to 2 charges and makes her attack 3 times, each hit dealing extra damage. It also reduces the redeployment time of her typewriters. The skill has high burst damage and fairly low SP cost and can be used to burst down weaker enemies very quickly. And then finally, we have her third skill that expands her range, makes her attack faster and deal more damage. The skill has fairly good uptime, and is one of the highest, if not the highest single target damage skill in the game. It is her go-to skill and it will absolutely shred any enemy or boss. It can be a bit hard to use because of the range and especially the extra damage range. Let's have a quick summary. Pozëmka is a close range sniper who can summon type riders. Type riders have very high attack and mimic Pozëmka skills. Type riders reduce target's defense. She can deal absolutely massive boss shredding burst damage with her third skill, but requires you to position her and her type riders correctly. Her range can make her feel a bit awkward sometimes, and she really needs Elite 2 and preferably Mastery 3. Overall, Pozëmka is a must-have boss killer. She is one of the highest, if not the highest DPS in the game. She scales insanely well with buffs and will destroy anything as long as you can position her correctly. And finally, we'll take a quick look at the 5-star, andCantabile. She is a versatile, bit hard to use DP generating fast redeployment operator. She's definitely worth it, and if for whatever reason you aren't pulling for the banner's amazing 6 stars, at least do your free pulls and hopefully you'll get andCantabile. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more Arknights content. Best of luck to everyone pulling this banner and see you in the next video.